take horses every week, and it's a hard decision to make, but one of the important things is making sure that we have enough space so that the horses can have pasture and grass, and also so that we have enough shelter. So we won't take a horse when we can't figure out where they can safely fit in, have plenty of room, and have shelter. So the pastures and oh, Gabby girl, this is sweet Gabby. Having plenty of room for these guys to hang out and making sure that there's not, that everybody gets along is a really hard thing. Every once in a while we'll have to switch up pastures and stuff because somebody's getting picked on. So finding that balance and having the room to be able to move somebody around when everybody's not getting along is really important. Because what we don't want to do is just bring in 100 horses and not help them and have them be in a worse position here than they might have been anyway. So when we take a horse, we want to know that we can really make a difference in their life. We can make their life better, and that we can afford to do that, and we have the room to do that. So that's really important. We're coming out, and we can see Sonar, who has his fly mask partly off, as usual. And then Lightning and Gracie and Jessie. So these guys have been together for a while, and they all hang out and love each other. Oh, Son, can I fix your fly mask? So Son is our resident clown, Sonar. He can untie other horses. He can take off any fly mask on the planet. He used to be a cutter, so he loves watching the cows next door. And he obviously also loves cookies and is checking my pockets. Good boy. So he's a sweet boy. He's a very sweet boy. But to come back to Sonar. So he's a good story, and it ties into wanting to really make a difference for horses. So Sonar was a professional cutting horse, and he was a big deal, but he got an injury and he couldn't compete. His mama loves him and still sponsors him, and she comes out and visits him and brings him carrots, but she didn't have enough grazing land for an extra horse that, couldn't compete. So she asked if he could come here. And so his quality of life here, just to hang out and not have to work, and nobody's expecting him to ride or do anything. He just gets to have buddies and be a horse and be in a pasture. That's what we do. And, it makes a difference because people, in a lot of situations, they have a horse for a certain purpose, and they have the horses that they can afford to have. And then when that horse can't work anymore, there's a problem because they cost a lot of money. So being a safe place for those horses, and where somebody can come and be silly and keep everybody happy and entertain our volunteers, that makes a big difference. And we still have to take care of his feet. He actually has some very fancy shoes that have a kind of different shape, a different angle to them. They have to be custom done. He has his shoes done every 5 weeks. He gets extra supplements because of his injuries. And, and then we still have to pay for the regular stuff. So makes a difference in Sonar's life that everybody gives and makes sure that there's enough for us to be able to take care of horses like Sonar. So y'all need to come out and meet him.
Why, baby, why? Why, baby, why? Do you ever just stop and wonder